In The Last Stand, the leader of a drug cartel busts out of a courthouse and speeds to the Mexican border where the only thing in his way is a sheriff and his inexperienced staff.
A couple of truckers that stopped in town. There's something off about them.
Complete your mission. Didn't mean we crossed that border.
Something big is going on here.
I want a roadblock right here now.
Several officers down.
What kind of car is this?
0-1, faster than any choppers.
I was never looking forward to The Last Stand. From the first trailer, I thought that it looked pretty dumb. And the thing is, I don't have any nostalgic feelings toward Arnold Schwarzenegger. I didn't grow up watching his movies or anything like that. I mean, I saw a couple of them, but it's not anything that is specific to my childhood. And I think that's the way it is for a lot of people around my age, obviously. And so I think that's what really is the draw here, is that it's Schwarzenegger. And I don't have a problem with Schwarzenegger. I like him just fine, but I don't specifically like him to the point where I'm like, oh, I gotta see the new Schwarzenegger movie. The only thing that made me think maybe the movie will be good and the trailer just sucks is the director. I haven't seen his films, but I've heard very good things, and people have been hyping him up. And I have to say, perhaps this director had an off day for the entire shoot, because The Last Stand was awful. I actually might be one of the worst movies I have ever seen. I hated it. Now, I have to make sure that you understand that I think I missed something, because halfway through the movie, I was like, is this supposed to be funny? Is it supposed to be stupid? And the fact that the director is so well-liked, I guess, like I said, made me think I must just not get it, and I felt like I was out of the loop. So take my review with a grain of salt, because perhaps I missed something, perhaps you'll like it, but damn, I hated the hell out of this movie. And honestly, I looked at the time to see how long I had left, and I was only 20 minutes in at one point. I really thought I was at least halfway, and man, I was so upset when I realized I was only 20 minutes in. And if the movie was supposed to be dumb and funny, like that's why it was funny, because it was dumb or something like that, then I just didn't find it funny at all. I thought the movie took itself really seriously, and the writing and the directing, it felt like they let children take control. That's really what it felt like to me. And the fact that it felt very serious with a couple of like funny moments that felt really off because of the fact that the rest of it felt so serious just made it weird, very bizarre. I really felt like something was wrong with me. I still do think something's wrong with me. Now, I always try to find something good to say about even the worst movie. And I have to say I've got two positive things. One is that there's a car chase through a cornfield, and I thought that was kind of an interesting setting, and it was, I don't know, there was some clever stuff to that, so that was cool. And the only other thing is that some of the cinematography is good. So this is where the director, like, I get maybe that he's got some interesting visual style, because there were definitely some interesting visual elements to it, but honestly, that wasn't enough, because the rest of it just felt so damn stupid. And I have to say, the part where I almost, well, I wouldn't leave a movie early, but the part where I just put my head in my hands and thought to myself, is something wrong with me? Am I missing something? Was the two characters kiss at one point, and it was like, I'm almost numb thinking about it. It was so awful. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I don't know. I really don't even know. And as far as the acting goes, because obviously the only reason anybody cares about this movie is because it's Schwarzenegger, except for the director. Also, people care about him, and I don't get it. I'll have to watch another one of his movies to get it, maybe. But Schwarzenegger was Schwarzenegger. He's never been really anything other than what he is in this movie. Actually, no, I'd say he's been better. He was definitely a step below in this one. I didn't think anybody was good, but maybe that is the writing, because I like Forrest Whitaker. What happened to him? I thought that he was like over-the-top serious in this weird movie that shouldn't have been as serious as it was. And Johnny Knoxville, I saw a commercial that said, Johnny Knoxville is hilarious, but he's in it for 2 minutes. And yeah, I don't know. I did not care for this movie at all. And maybe it's me. Maybe I'm missing something. That's perfectly fine. But please let me know in the comments what you thought of The Last Stand. I am so curious to see if I just am lost here. I don't know what other people think of it, because I don't check reviews before for the most part, so I am curious to see what people think, so please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the acting. Do you like Schwarzenegger, or did you grow up watching his movies? Is there like a connection where you're like, yeah, he's a badass? You know, I don't have that, so maybe that's another problem. That's another factor to why I didn't get the movie. Let me know anything that you want about The Last Stand. And that's pretty much it.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the sheriff.